a high rate. We're playing versus, in my opinion, the MVP of our league this year, and Steph. So, we got to be, prepared for everything that they have. They got championship DNA as well, and they've been there. They know what they know what it takes and what it feels like to be in pressure games. So, we got to be ready for that opportunity and for that pressure.
All right, Antoine, LeBron said it. Warriors have that championship DNA. Should LeBron and the Lakers be afraid of Steph and Golden State?
No, things worked out really, really great for the Lakers to be able to play Golden State. Golden State would not give them any problems in this play-in game. The DNA is Steph Curry and Draymond Green. Andre Wiggins and Kelly Oubre, and those guys are not DNA as championship guys. They've never been in that position before. Those guys have never played at this level. So the Lakers, this is a bad matchup for Golden State. The Lakers, with their size, should be able to dominate this game. I see Steph having big numbers. He's on a run right now, so that probably won't stop. But he would have to get 50 to me for them to even have a chance. I mean, he gets 46 last night, and they barely win. So he's going to have a monster game to keep them in it. I see the Lakers win this game with no problem and moving on to play the Phoenix Suns. So as wishful thinking as we would like to think, because Steph has been so amazing and played so great, they would not have enough to beat the Lakers. This would not be a good game.
That's absolutely right. And by the way, the Warriors, I do think are going to make the playoffs because I think they're going to beat Memphis or San Antonio. And unlike how the Warriors have done this year against the Lakers, the Warriors have shown some real ability to give Utah problems. So we'll talk about that series next week if that's the one we end up getting. I think the Warriors' playoff life could be longer than people expect, but it ain't going to be because they're the 7th seed. It'll be because they're the 8th seed, because they're not going to beat the Lakers. Listen, Steph has been brilliant all year against basically every team in the league except for 2. The LA Clippers and the LA Lakers. The Lakers, he's averaging 23 points per game on a mediocre shooting percentage. Why is that? Well, because like they showed in the bubble last year against Dame or in the bubble last year against Harden, if you are a team whose offense revolves almost entirely around one great, particularly perimeter player, they have the ability to neutralize that. They have the length and the defensive connectivity to go attack Steph, force the ball out of his hand. So where's he going to force it? He will force it to Draymond. They will not guard Draymond. And then all of a sudden you're still just playing 3-on-3. And if the Warriors do have a numbers edge, Anthony Davis is there to clean everything up. So this is not an indictment on Steph, because we know how good he has been this year and how good the Warriors could be if he had another legitimate offensive option, but he doesn't. All of a sudden this weekend, they were falling all over themselves about Jordan Poole's, not even renaissance, but his emergence, because they so desperately need other offense. I feel very confident that the Lakers are just going to say, listen, if Wiggins is going to go for 35, so be it. But Steph can score 40 and the Warriors not have enough offense to win this basketball game.
Oh, more than 40. I'm taking the over. You know what? Let's take the over on 50, Antoine. I want to see a show. And you know who's the big winner here besides us viewers? It's Evan, who created the play-in game. Evan, although LeBron wanted you fired, you can pop the champagne at 8 in the morning because you've got the dream matchup, and this thing is going to rate out of control. Enjoy. Once we get into the gameplay, I think we're going to see a show, because I think Nick and Antoine are right that they're going to try to neutralize Steph. But rather than just distributing and like, all right, maybe Draymond can get us, 18. Maybe Oubre can get us like a solid 14. I think Steph needs to put up 40 shots. Call it the E40 game. It's a nice Bay Area thing. He had 36 the other night. It was a career high. He takes 4 more, puts on a show, and try to knock the Lakers back to the second round of the play-in. Or whatever we're calling that.
I agree. He's going to have to put up at least 50. But the question isn't, are the Lakers going to win? I do think the Lakers are going to win, but should they be afraid of the Warriors? Yes. They've won 8 of their last 9 games. Steph's been playing out of his mind. He is fully capable of putting up 50. And the thing that concerns me the most is that the Lakers are not healthy. This is one game. This isn't a 7-game series. We have to erase that idea. We're not talking about a 7-game series. We're talking about a play-in game. You don't know what can happen in one game. That's why March Madness is so crazy, and that is very similar to what's going on here. The Lakers don't want to lose because LeBron, who rolled his ankle again last night, something can happen in the middle of the game. Steph's going off for 50. Who knows? Like, it's not a 7-game series. So, yes, I think the Lakers should definitely be concerned only because of their health and because of the way that Steph has been playing.
What they should be concerned is because they haven't had a lot of basketball playing time together. So that could be a little thing. The chemistry can be a little off. I can see Golden State making it a game for 3.5 quarters. The object is to win, I think. And the Lakers are going to do whatever it takes to win. I think the size, they have no one that can guard AD. So they have a huge mismatch there. Andre Drummond, they're just big inside. And then obviously LeBron, they don't have enough bodies to throw at LeBron. I don't care if it's a 1-game series or it was a 7-game series or 1 game. It's just a bad matchup for Golden State. They probably didn't want that matchup to play the Lakers, and they finished out the season well. But in playoffs, you try to avoid people. If they could avoid the Lakers, they probably had a better shot. I still believe they're going to make the playoffs. They would have had a better shot. But this is a bad matchup. I look for the Lakers to win this game. I'm not saying Golden State cannot be competitive and make it a game, but the Lakers will win this one.
And also, Wilds, you're asking Steph to do something he's never really done. Like, Steph in his career has 3 playoff games where he took at least 30 field goal attempts. In his career, he only has 6 playoff games, believe it or not, where he scored 40. And those 6, one of them's a double overtime game. One of them is the game back that was really his breaking onto the national stage against the Spurs back in 2013. One was against the overmatched Pelicans, the overmatched Blazers. Like, Steph does not have what you're talking about, the 40-plus point explosion against an excellent defense. The only thing close to that was the game where Zaza wrecked Kawhi's ankle. If you remember, game 1 of the Western Conference Finals a few years ago, Steph got exactly 40 in that game. The game where Steph, against a great defense, just, you know what I mean, erupts. We haven't really seen it aside from that double overtime game back in 2013 that was Steph's real, oh my God, how good is he moment. So in the finals 2 years ago, he had a 47-point game in a game the Warriors lost by double digits. I don't think that let me put it like this, Jenna. What Wilds is asking Steph to do is literally something we've never seen him do. Win a game against a great defensive team because he erupts. We've seen him win games against great defensive teams because he scores a lot and distributes, other guys get involved. But the Lakers ain't the Grizzlies. It's what he did against the Grizzlies, I don't think he can do against the Lakers.
Knowing Kevin Wilds, though, buddy, I bet you're still going to take the over, despite all of that true history. Got to talk about the Brooklyn Nets. Or was it the Harlem Globetrotters? We'll talk about this Play of the Year candidate on the other